You're looking at the still verdant branches and seemingly indestructible hide of the Cathedral Oak in the Savernake Forest. Hello, welcome to Going to Ground. This is one of the great trees of the forest, and along with the big belly that we saw, the big belly oak we saw on Sunday night, and several others. This one isn't apparently hollow, but squat and thickly set, massive in structure. We filmed here before actually a few months ago, but it's worthy of a return. I'm just driving back home after taking a service at Chiltern Foliat School, which is a village on the Berkshire-Wiltshire border. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. But I'm always struck at this tree by its gnarled and knotted bark structure. I mean, that's distinctively oaky, I suppose, isn't it? But this one feels and looks indeed like a fortress of a tree, as if nothing could upend it. But of course, around the forest there are all kinds of once mighty oaks that are upended and their roots stuck in the air at awkward angles, and that is in the way of things. But I've been thinking about foundations and root structures because I was celebrating the 250th anniversary of the village school, which is really old for a small primary school. And we were having a service there and appropriately telling the story of Jesus' story of the wise and foolish builders. You probably know the one, or the song, the wise man built his house upon the rock, the foolish man built his house upon the sand. And when the storms come, of course, the storms of life come, the house on the sand falls flat. And I was asking the children about foundations, what they think a foundation is. And typically got some amazing imaginative answers. One lad said, it's something firm underneath you. Perfect. Couldn't put it better. And absolutely, we need something firm underneath us, particularly in uncertain times. And what I wanted to suggest to you is that you don't have to have ancient and original strong foundations in order to grow sufficient stability to face the storms of life, because as people our foundations can be renewed and continually underpinned, if you like. Each one of us has elements of our foundation which are particularly sandy and vulnerable to whatever assails us, to being weathered and washed away. Each of us, me too, certainly. And the hope that we share and experience is actually that you can grow new foundations. You can be rebuilt and repaired as people, that we can actually, if we don't have them, if we didn't have them originally, if our childhood was insecure, or there are aspects of our kind of historic foundation as people that are not what we need them to be, that's not the end of the story. We can find new strength, new firm things underneath us. I pray that that's true for you in the areas that you need them. And meditating or reflecting upon something like this wonderful cathedral of a tree is a good way to muse upon one's own root structure as a person. And I pray that for you today, you would know your foundations underpinned so that you can flourish and continue to grow. So from the Cathedral Oak, God bless you as you go to ground.